guys, welcome to my channel. I just clapped really loud, I'm sorry. If you have not subscribed already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. If you want notifications telling you when there are uploads available for you from my channel, hit the bell as well. Today we are going to be making flower crowns. Ladies, you know this has been a trend for years. I've seen flower crowns for probably like 5 to 10 years. It's been so long since they've come out and they've never just really left. It's okay. I have an event where I want to wear a flower crown. The ones that I see in stores are not really what I want or the color scheme I want or anything. They're just like all off and I don't like the elastic. I don't know. It's a hard life, guys. So you know what? I'm gonna make my own. The thing with flower crowns is you can do them fresh, and for events I would like to do them fresh. You do have to have refrigerator access 24 hours before to put the crown in, or that day, and you literally have to make the crown the day of the event, which is not particularly going to work out with my scheduling. So I opted for fake flowers instead, because I wanted to look as real as possible. I wanted to look pretty. I will have a disclaimer saying that I am not good at crafts per se. Things I've really realized about myself and my life is I'm probably not that good at crafts, or not as good as I thought I was at crafts, and I really should stop. So here we are making flower crowns. Let's hope for the best. All the supplies I bought were from Hobby Lobby. They were having like a 50% off sale for floral department. Thank you guys for joining, and let's get started. Okay, so this is all the stuff I bought. I have stem wire, which I'm going to make to use the actual crown. I have floral stem tape. You'll see why I have that. And then I have just different little flowers, whatever. I only bought one red one. I really just liked the look of these flowers, the color. I don't really like bright red, so this kind of has maroon in there to darken it up. As you can see, the prices on there is like $3.99 for like a pack, and so that was pretty good. It's actually 50% off of that, so that's even better. It's like $2. And then this, I don't know if I'm going to use it. It just kind of looked cool. I don't know. We're going to see. So yeah, let's get started. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this wire and I'm going to take 2 pieces. Basically what my plan is to wrap these 2 pieces in floral tape. I don't know why. It just seems right. Let's go with it. I'm going to take a piece of this floral tape and I'm just going to start wrapping. My goal is to have one thick wire for it to be cohesive and easy to wrap flowers on. And so you just kind of take it at the end and start wrapping. This part is actually kind of tedious, I'm not going to lie to you, but once you get started you just get in a forward motion and you just got to keep on going. And going, and going, and going. Done with the first piece. So I know that it's thick, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bend it to the shape of a circle, or a semicircle in this case. And now what I'm going to do is take some wire cutters and actually just use them to bend the wire in these hoops. Now, the hoops can be used to either put ribbon on at the very end if you only want to do the U shape, or in my case, I'm going to cut 2 other wires and I'm going to intertwine them into those loops. The reason I'm doing this is because I want a full circle crown, so it has the halo effect. So I'm going to do the same procedure as last time. I'm basically just going to wrap these 2 wires to make them one cohesive wire again, and then I'm going to attach them to the loops. This is such an arm workout. I'm just going to give you a heads up. So if you need to go to the gym for arm day, you might want to just make a flower crown instead. Okay, there we go. So what we're going to do is just bend those ends like we did the last, but we're going to intertwine them into the first loops. You want to make sure that you have a tight loop and it's not sticking out too much. If it is a little bit, that's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. You'll see why later. You just want to actually just make sure that it does not fall out of place, because that would be super embarrassing. So right here I just tried it on to make sure that it would fit, and so I actually kind of screwed up the wire on this one for some reason, and so I'm just going to cut the ends off of that one as well. I almost got hit in the face twice with this wire, so be careful. It might take an eye out, just a warning. So it looks a little wonky right now, but as it takes shape and you put the flowers on and the other decorations, it will stay in its shape and it won't be a problem. It's actually more comfortable when it is a little bit loose like that. So now we're going to just take the flowers that we want. Honestly, in this stage, just play around with it. Nothing is permanent. You can do whatever you want still. So just play around with it before you attach the flowers. I know that I like these flowers as a base. I made 2 other flower crowns, which you will see, and so I really love these flowers specifically, so I'm going to start out with these as the base for the halo crown. These flowers are really nice because they have wire in them. If you're doing them with natural flowers or live flowers, it's going to be more difficult to do this step because they're not going to bend as easy, or they're not going to stay bent this easy. With wire, you kind of get a little leeway. So now that we have the placement that we want, we're going to take the floral tape. Again, you're going to get real comfortable with this stuff, guys. And you are just going to take the very end where I left a little bit of stem to start off with and just wrap it all the way through. In this step, you want to make sure that you don't get the leaves intertwined in the tape. You still want it to look natural. You want the tape to blend in. You do not want any tape down flowers or leaves. It just looks really awful, and you could definitely tell that they're fake if you do that. So we're just kind of weaving in and out at this point. It does not have to be perfect. Like I said, you still have a long way to go to fix your mistakes or imperfections that you don't like, and you still may be covering up that section with another flower, so don't worry about it too much yet. This part does take time, so be gentle with yourself. It is supposed to take a little bit longer than the other step. You have to make sure that you're doing specific things correctly at this point to make sure that the flower is secured. So this is probably the part that takes the most time, and just get ready for it. It is sometimes hard to get the flowers off of the base to put the tape in between, and you will get stuck on the tape a lot. Just a fair warning. Like I said, I don't do crafts much, so this is a complete rookie doing this. It's not beautiful, but it's gonna work. You feel me, guys? I do not have gentle hands. Watching this back, it's kind of horrendous. I am sorry. Almost there, sweetheart. Almost there. Woohoo! Got the first one done. Now do it again. We're just going to repeat the process like the last one. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. You got this. Yay! We're almost done with this step. Okay, so now that we have the base flower, I decided to go with a bigger flower on top. You don't have to, you can actually leave it like that if you want it, if you want a really minimalist crown, but I kind of wanted to go a little bit crazier with this one than my other ones I have made so far. I haven't used the red flower yet, so I was really excited. I didn't know where I was going to place it, so again, this is the time that you can find the placement that you want without being committed to it. Make sense? Okay. I act like I know what I'm doing in this video, but honestly, I was like, oh, this looks nice, let's put it here. So I kept the stems of the red flowers a little bit longer, as you can kind of see. That way I had places to start the tape, and then I drop it. So I left the stem longer right here so I could tape it easier, and I can kind of shape it into the way that I want afterwards, and I would secure it down on both ends. So not only am I going to secure it on that side, I'm going to flip the flower over just a little bit and secure it on the other side as well. That way it's sticking up as much as possible. I'm pretty sure this one fell out right after I filmed this though, so maybe this isn't the best example. And guess what? You repeat the steps. Surprise! I ended up tearing off 2 of these flowers because I did not like how 2 of them were kind of separated from the others. And like I said, one of them fell off. So I actually ended up with only 4 flowers. But now with this, I'm going to take this leafy wire thing that I found at Hobby Lobby as well. And I'm just going to intertwine it in between the leaves and the flowers. I'm going to pick up the leaves and the flowers and just put it underneath. This way, this is going to hide the actual wire that you put the tape on, as you can see here. And if there's an empty space, I like to double or triple up the wire, the floral wire on this part, because it hides it a little bit more and it looks more full than it did before. There are different leaves on the base flowers than the wire flower leaf thingy that I use, and that's totally okay. It's not the end of the world that they don't match. It kind of just adds to the dimensions of it, in my opinion. If you don't like it, you know what? You can do what you want. No judgment here. So at this point, it's really filling out though, and it's starting to look better than just the wire and the flower. And I love this. I love this leafy wire. I think it looks great. And there we have it, before the 2 flowers fell off. So I would say the red flowers would be the front in this case. But you can do whatever you want. Here's the side view of the crown. Love it. Front view of the crown with the full flowers, and another side view for you. So this is the one that I just made with the 4 flowers after the 2 fell off. This is one I made before. This has all weight and a little bit more dimension This is a U-shaped one. As you can see, I left the hooks. That way you can wrap ribbon in it at a later date. Here's a close-up of the crowns for you guys. This is the all-white one with the bigger flowers and the smaller flowers with the leafy wire. Love it to die. This is the red one that I just made. 4 flowers. Seems like a good number. And this is the U-shaped one that I'm going to add ribbon to at a later date. So pretty.